This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Now, I see a lot of people celebrating that Bobbi Altoff has ended her podcast. Do you think she really ended her podcast? Look at the way she did it. You know, she's on there talking about how, well, you guys wanted me to fall off, and I fell off. I mean, that's what she's basically saying here, right? And really, nobody, if you were ending your podcast, this probably wouldn't be the way. Or if it was ending without that, not on your terms, this would be the way you respond to it, because you're trolling for the next thing. That's my point. I'm sorry, you're trolling to get attention for the headlines for the next thing you're gonna do. Because let's be honest, people haven't really been talking about her lately. The podcast did kind of get stale. Even though the views were there, we don't know what's real and what's fake anymore because there's a lot of bots. But I think she's going to either move on to OF or become a streamer. And I think she'll become a streamer because that's the next hot thing. Podcasts were hot. Years, she was late on that, okay? She was late on that. Let's think 3 years ago, she started this podcast. That was a little late. Streaming's hot right now, and I would bet she becomes a streamer. You know, I saw her latest podcast with, I didn't even believe this was little TJ. I was like, that looks like little TJ, but that's not little TJ because he was, you know, she was like, oh, I got divorced, da da da. You know, I lost my family, but you know, now I always thought my mom was, you know, loose with it when she had two different baby dads. Now I'm going to be that. And he threw up the heart sign. I was like, what? My bad. I was like, that's not little TJ. It was little TJ. And then she says she admits she's going to miss the money. If the money was good, you wouldn't be leaving. It's a troll of some sort. Who knows what's next? And let's not act like people were falling for this. Like, come on. She's not quitting her podcast. She's moving into something else. She's not going away. So then we got Jason Whitlock. He claims Shannon Sharpe lost his ESPN job and a $100 million contract due to an OnlyFans woman is the greatest blunder in football history. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dumb, but, like, I see people who are, like, turning it a different way and kind of celebrating his losses because I guess he was just winning for too long. It's more of a sad story to me because it's like, this is a guy that came out of a football career, made it in like sports, talking about sports on ESPN and Fox and everything. Turned it into a podcast, right? But what's sad about it is what took him out is him being a freak. Same thing with Diddy. That's what took Diddy out, being a freak. Now, Diddy might beat that, actually. We talked about it in the last video. His lawyers are going hard right now to overturn the Mann Act or do another trial. They're feeling confident. Rightfully so, because it's an admission of messing up when they get rid of the lead prosecutor that was, you know, in your case. And I think they will come to a solution within a week or two of Diddy leaving jail. Because honestly, if anything happens to Diddy right now in jail, that would be bad. Because he shouldn't be like for the charges they brought and failed to get a guilty verdict. He really shouldn't be sitting in a federal jail right now. As the lawyers say, name one person that's in a federal prison for prostitution. He didn't even hire the prostitute. Technically, it was done through Cassie or the other girl. He didn't do anything with the prostitute, and all he did was film it and watch it. So honest, and they didn't get him on anything else. See, they didn't get him on like forcing these girls to do all this stuff and everything else. So honestly, big trouble. Boosie defends Gilbert Arenas. It is weird that Gilbert Arenas was brought to on a federal charge for the gambling thing. Because what he was doing was a home card game, which people do all over the country. People shoot dice. Says this Gilbert Arenas charge is BS, Boosie says. He set up poker game at his spot and won off hands played. That's the same as getting a cut of a dice game that's in your home. To millionaires, that's a cleaning fee. You know how many successful athletes, rappers, coaches, businessmen, he spelled business, BUIZNESS, men, women call their friends over and gamble? These are professionals who enjoy gambling. It's a hobby. This has been going on since the early 1900s. Probably going on before then, Boosie. Said the early 1900s. This is another tactic to take us down. I'm not racist, but they're not going to lock up a white athlete entertainer for playing poker in his house with his millionaire friends. Maybe they would, honestly. I mean, I think they're just attacking him because he's an athlete. Or something didn't... This is what I think happened. He had somebody over. They took a big L, and their ego can't handle it. And they had some connections and got him in trouble. I think it's as simple as that. Somebody's bitter and got him in trouble. Same reason we saw that Diddy case. It was some higher power that wanted to embarrass Diddy. You got to be careful who you upset. In Gilbert Arenas' case, I don't think there was any way to avoid this. The guy lost, you know? His name was on the poker table. He says, let's see. They're going to be house decorations. Every poker table I ever saw at a house had a logo or a name on it. Another tactic to take the black man down, he says. Gilbert Arenas is out of jail now. He pled not guilty, and he's home. And he celebrated coming home, as he should. Let's see. Gilbert Arenas celebrates leaving jail after pleading not guilty to illegal gambling charges. Dude, they came into his house, like, serious, too. Like, jackets on, everything. It's crazy. Federal arrest. $50,000 bond. His trial is currently expected to begin September 23rd. They're rushing this. He came out saying, they can't hold me. All right, so then we got Cardi B. She has an upcoming trial for that when she threw that. Remember when she threw a microphone at somebody's head? I think that's the one that's she's always in court, man. Because she threw a microphone at somebody's head because the person threw ice at her. So to me, there's no case, right? But they're still going to see it. They cannot bring up her time as a stripper during trial. That even has to be talked about. The lawsuit assaulting a this is assaulting a security guard in 2018. She won't have to face scrutiny of her past. Judge in the Bronx female's case ruled on Wednesday that the guard accusing her can't tell jurors about her past as a stripper or her legal issues before the alleged incident. The security official, Imani Ellis, worked at the OBGYN office, specifically in Beverly Hills Medical Center, at the time the assault occurred. Cardi was, carrying. She had a visit. Okay, so that was it? What, something happened? Yo, she gets into a lot of... She puts hands on a lot of people. Ellis alleges that Cardi B swung at her. Oh, it's a girl. Scratched her face with long fingernails, leading to surgery. Yo. She gets... Okay, she has anger issues, bro. I'm going to be honest, because this is like the 5th assault case I've seen. And then Meg Thee Stallion is coming after Tory Lanez. We'll get to that in a second. Jeez. Talk about vicious. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.